ask what is meaningful and works for you, then live and be well.
Totally.
But to have the option to think differently, it's pretty great.
Hey, Patty.
Thank you so much, Patty. She got me water because I'm sweltering.
So, did you have a lot of responses yesterday? What happened?
I think I'm not exaggerating right now. I actually think I was contacted by 600 individual people yesterday between Facebook comments. And I received 70 individual texts. 70.
Yeah.
It was a staggering number.
Yeah.
And everybody's happy. Everybody. And the thing to me that is most overwhelming is the degree of, oh my gosh, this is the best thing you could have ever done, ACC, from colleagues.
That's nice.
And that's amazing. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Hallelujah, 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 Nasher Adonai, hallelujah, Nasher Adonai, hallelujah, Nasher Adonai, hallelujah, Nasher Adonai.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is wonderful to see you here this morning, this beautiful, bright, sunny morning, which, given this last week in Charlotte, we are thankful for. It is a bright morning indeed, because Nick is leading us in services this morning. Just as a reminder to everyone, our service can be found, you have the prayer book underneath your seats, Mishkan Tefillah, and also on the screen as well, which you can utilize. And this idea of Shabbat is an opportunity for us to refresh and reflect and consider our souls and our lives, to let the outside world be the outside world, to allow ourselves a gift of this oasis in time. And it's just an opportunity also to just be with one another as we get to celebrate Shabbat, as we do each and every week. So we're here this morning, and the beginning of the service starts with a prayer called Baruch. And the Baruch is actually a call to worship. It's asking everyone, are you ready to pray? Are you ready to participate? And hopefully the answer is yes, right? So whether you're joining us at home or you're joining us here in person on this Shabbat, we're going to rise now with the words of Baruch, our call to worship.
La 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 Please be seated. Love your neighbor as yourself, you said. And light blinded we saw that inner and outer worlds are one, as you are one. You spoke and we wrote. You reached down the centuries, your light moving before us. As we climbed, fell back, and climbed again. Your Sinai of life. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'afta et Adonai Elohecha b'kolecha yushkosnecha u'komodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher nochim mivetacha hayom alevevecha vishinantam leveneha v'dibarta bam B'shicha b'vitecha u'lecha v'adera u'shartam u'zamecha u'shartam le'ol al-yadecha ve'hayu letafod bein einecha u'vtavtam mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha Leman tiskiru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yetem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher otosev ehem mitzrayim liot lachem leelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. You have stayed long enough in this place, God said. Time to go forward. Turn your face to the future. Believe that you can cross the sea and survive. Inside of you is Moses. Within Miriam dances unafraid. Lift your voice and sing a new song. Yeah, yeah, la, la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 Mi kamo haba ilim Adonai mi kamo haneder kodesh norati lo osefele norati lo osefele.
שירה חדשה שיבחו גאונים לשבחה שפת הים יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו
אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל ופדחן יומך יהודה וישראל גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Yalla lie lie lie, yalla lie lie lie, yalla lie lie lie, yalla lie lie lie. Yalla lie lie lie, Yalla lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Adonai sevatai ticha, ufi yagitilitatcha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanaral, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher HaSdevot V'Imoho, Umi V'Gula Livnei V'Nehem, Le'man Shemo Ba'ava, Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'etzat Sarah, atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mehayeh HaKol atah Ralu Yoshia, Mashiv HaRuach Marid HaGashem, Mehayeh Hayim Bechesed, Mehayeh HaKol Beracham Rimabim, no man, no flame, Bofei Rolim, Umatir Asarim, Umakayeh Umanato, Lishene Afa, Michamo Habal Givero, Umidom Melach, Melech Ami, Umahayeh, Umatmir Yeshua, Venememan Atah Le'oyo HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol.
Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר,
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzivao, Melocho Haaretz, Evodo.
Adir, Adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, Adir Shimcha bechol haaretz.
Baruch Kivod Adonai, Mimkomo.
Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshienu, v'hu Yashmienu, v'rachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Tzion, Ledor vador. Hallelujah. Ledor vador nagid godlecha, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, בשבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat.
בשביעי
Shabbat,
כולם ישבעו ויתענגו מטבעך
Shabbat.
ישמחו
במלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת בקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת בקוראי עונג שבת.
והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו
Shabbat.
חמדת ימים אותו קראת
Shabbat. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת בקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת בקוראי עונג שבת.
זכר למעשה בראשית
Shabbat.
זכר למעשה בראשית
Shabbat.
ישמחו
במלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת בקוראי עונג שבת. שישמחו במלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת בקוראי עונג שבת.
ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
We now take time for silent prayer. Ose shalom, bimromav. Ose shalom, bimromav. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav.
We now come to Seder Kriyat Torah, the Shabbat, the service for the reading of the Torah on Shabbat mornings. And one of the things that I love about the Torah reading, the Torah opportunity, is the recognition that the Torah itself is actually not housed or live in the ark. It's just sort of like, they're resting, right, for a little while. Because where it resides is in the arms and in the hands and in the minds and in the conversation of our young people and in our congregation, and the way in which we live with and we walk with and we discuss and we debate the Torah each and every day. So there is a physical location where we keep the Torah for just a period of time. But really it's about how we bring the Torah out into the world and how we live with the Torah and the values of the Torah in our lives. On the Sabbath, on Shabbat mornings, we actually have this opportunity to recognize that the Torah is a special gift passed down l'dor v'dor from generation to generation. Now, this is the Auslander family at Temple Bethel is the first family that I have actually officiated the 3 siblings B'nai Mitzvah. And each of your B'nai Mitzvah, each of your Bar Mitzvahs was very different, I would say. That there could not be more different. We had the pre-pandemic, we had the pandemic, and then we've had the sort of post-pandemic B'nai Mitzvah, right? And the truth is that one of the things that I have learned, Nick, about your family is how flexible and adaptable you are, right? It is a real gift, and that is something that has been a really amazing thing. And that's actually one of the teachings of the Torah, that we have to be flexible and adaptable. And one of the things I think is also really beautiful is the recognition about how your older siblings have been a real force of good in your life and have also helped to pass the Torah to you quite specifically. And so one of the things that is really beautiful is I'm going to, of course, invite you to go stand right down on the floor. Right, I'm going to go right on the actual floor itself. And then to join next to you, of course, I'm going to invite your sister Lily and your brother Jaden, and then your mom Jessica and Dan, and your grandparents Randy and Ita and Robin and Cal, if you'll come forward. And then to open the ark up here, I want to invite forward Jason and Shepherd Levy. If you'll come all the way up to the top. And you're going to stay here for also undressing the Torah as well. See, like professionals, you have done this before. So now, I'm going to invite you, all as a congregation, to please rise as we take the Torah from the ark. Nick, take 3 steps forward. 1, 2, 3. All right, perfect. Turn around towards your family. Great. Just take a moment to see your family members and to look into their eyes. This is very literal, Nick. Your family, from the very moment they came into relationship with you, have loved you, and even in the idea of you, have loved you. They have held you and supported you and walked with you, and they think you are awesome. Well, because you are. But what's also really wonderful is that each one of them, each one of your family members, has given you lessons about how to live life, have taught you how to have humor, have encouraged you to become your best self, and have supported you on your journey and will continue to do so. And this is a special moment where we pass this Torah, l'dor v'dor, from generation to generation into your arms. I'm going to invite you to get back in line with your sister, right next to your sister. And you pass the Torah.
Shema
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Lehar kocho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'yishtachavu Lehar kocho Ki kadosh
The story of my Torah portion, Parshat Bo, is one of power and determination. Moses and Aaron, the leaders of Israelites, go to Pharaoh, the leader of Egypt, and demand that he let the Israelite people go. Pharaoh instantly refuses to let the Israelites go because he saw them as a valuable source of labor for his kingdom and feared that without his slaves, his economy and power would be weaker. Moses and Aaron, with the power of God on their side, sent a plague of locusts to eat all other trees and crops in Egypt. But Pharaoh's heart hardens and still refuses to let the Israelites go. Moses then holds an arm out to the sky, and God sends a total darkness cloud over Egypt for 3 days. This causes Pharaoh to become very angry, but still the Israelites aren't allowed to go. Finally, there is a plague of locusts of the deathborn of all the firstborn Egyptians are killed. And Pharaoh finally agrees to let the Israelites go, including the women and children. Moses knows this is the final plague, and the Israelites are finally able to gain their freedom. The importance of my Torah portion lies in the idea of Moses and Aaron to see all of their people, not just the men, be able to worship God and have their freedom. It also shows the power of God being good, freeing the slaves as compared to the stubbornness and cruelty of Pharaoh, who was unable to think about others before himself and fear of losing power and control over the Israelites. Major Jewish scholars have taught the Parshat Bo is one of reminder and power of endurance and the ability to overcome difficult obstacles. It also highlights the role of God as a protector of the Israelites, who frees them from slavery. The lessons we can apply to our lives today is that we should always stand up for what is right and never give up on our beliefs. We should always strive to be better people, think of others before ourselves, and not allowing ourselves to become hardened or oppressive. Additionally, we should always remember the role of God in our lives and the power of perseverance in achieving our goals. I've overcome many obstacles in in my life, including physical pain, gaining the trust of loved ones, navigating the complexities of the world, balancing the demands of school and being Jewish, and dealing with an auditory processing device that people often notice. Navigating the complexity of the word can be a difficult task, but I've learned to be resilient and adaptable, to be open-minded and seeking out different perspectives. Balancing the demands of school and being Jewish has also been a challenge for me. I've learned to deal with the attention my auditory processing device brings to and educate about my needs. Through these challenges, I've learned to trust in my own strength and the support of others. I've grown as a person and become stronger. In conclusion, the story of my Parashat Bo teaches valuable lessons about perseverance, determination, and the power of God in overcoming obstacles. I've faced many obstacles throughout my life, but I've learned to be overcome and through perseverance and the support of others, just like Moses and Aaron stood up for what they believed in and did not give up until their people were free. I've also stood up for what is right and never given up on my beliefs. The story of Parashat Bo is one of teachers and always strive to be better people and not allow ourselves to become hardened or oppressive. We will all continue to face new challenges, and we can use the lessons we have learned to overcome them.
Yesher Koach, beautiful teaching. I'm going to invite your brother and your sister, Lily and Jaden, to come forward for the Aliyah.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach,
Baruch Adonai Hamorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim, V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe, Bo el Paro, Ki ani hifbati el libo, ve'el levavadav, leman shiti ototai el bikirbo, uman tisaper be'oznei bincha, uven bincha, et asher dalati, bim mitraim, ve'et ototai asher samti vam, v'da'atem ki ani
Adonai.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet, V'chayei Haolam Natan B'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. And we say, Yesher Koach, for honoring Shabbat and honoring Torah and honoring your brother and giving him a hug now for sure. For the second Aliyah, I invite forward your mom and your dad, Jessica and Dan.
No big for me.
Right.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach.
Baruch Adonai
Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim, V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Ve'avo Moshe v'Haron el Paro, ve'yamru elav ko amar Adonai Elohei Ivrim Ad matai me'anta le'anat mi panai shalach ami ve'ya abduni ki im ma'en ata l'shaleach et ami hini mechvi machar arbe viulecha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. And we say Yasher Koach for honoring Shabbat and Torah and for raising beautiful kids in our community. Mazel Tov. And you're going to join your kids over there. It's exactly.
All right.
And hold on for 1 second.
Hold on for 1 second. This is my favorite part of the whole service. But you know, I have many favorite parts, but this is my absolute favorite part because it is the moment when we call you to the Torah as a bar mitzvah and we use your Hebrew name, which we know your parents gave to you when you were a tiny little person. And it is one of the ways in which we as parents anchor into watching you grow. So it is our privilege to call you Nicholas Eugene Auslander as a bar mitzvah to the Torah. Ya'amod Natan Levi ben Dani Yosef Rivka ha-bar mitzvah la'aliyah Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
V'hi sa et ein haaretz, v'lo yuchal lirot haaretz, v'achol et yerter le'ta ha'nish eret lachem min chabarad, v'achol et kol ha'etz ha'tzo me'ach lahem min hasadeh, u'ma'u v'atecha u'vatecho avadecha u'vatecho mitzrayim asher lo ra'u avo techa va'avo ovotecha miyom heyotam adama ad hayom azeh vayifen ya say me in part O. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei otam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. And we say out loud, Yesher Koach. For honoring Shabbat and honoring Torah and honoring our community, we say Yesher Koach. A big mazel tov to you, Nick. That was absolutely beautiful. Yesher Koach, really beautiful job. Exactly, you can give a big hug again. We're out. Just as we saw an expression of love within the Auslander family, we recognize that our prayers are also an expression of love. And as we have the Torah out, we express our love to people in our community who are in need of healing. And we recognize that there is so much healing that is needed in our world, in our country, and even right here in Charlotte. We're thinking particularly of the families and people who live in Memphis this Shabbat, knowing how difficult and need of healing the community is right now. We're thinking about people who live in Jerusalem, in the Holy Land, and the rise of conflict there. But in Jerusalem, where there were 9 people who were killed yesterday, or 8 people who were killed yesterday, just as they celebrated Shabbat. in the communities and circles of friends and family who are in need of being held and in healing. We recognize the people in our own community whose names are on the screen right now. Names of people who we love, who people in our community love, and whom we are thinking about in a sense of wholeness and prayers for wholeness of mind and body and spirit and soul. And as the names that are being displayed continue to be continue to be shown, I want to invite those who are here to say the names of people that you're thinking about, people that you want to just send some love to, either out loud or even silently in your own heart, so we as a community may pray for them with these words of Mishabera. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mishabera avotenu mikor haberacha
Lotenu, may the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishera imotenu mikor haberacha avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
It's my pleasure to invite back to the bima Dan Auslander and his parents, Rand and Ita, to come lift the Torah and also dress the Torah. Go grab some water. If you want to just hold it open like that. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Invite you to please rise.
Torah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Yadai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai lai yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai lai lai.
Please be seated.
In Charlotte, it is unique to be Jewish, and I'm proud of being Jewish and sharing my love with Judaism with all of you. Thank you to my friends and my community for sharing this day with me. I'm also proud of the volunteer leading to my bar mitzvah. I cleaned up trash and collected money for each trash bag that I picked up. With your help, I've collected over $200 for Temple Bethel. It's a fund that helps to maintain, keep the temple beautiful. Today, I'm thankful for everyone who helped me learn about Judaism, to feel prepared and to lead services in our community and to become a bar mitzvah. Thank you to my teachers, madrachim, and tutors, and thank you to Rabbi Knight and Karen Thomas for your support. I'm really lucky to have a family that I love being around and who make me laugh. It is possible that I have the coolest cousins, Georgina, Miriam, and Shepard, and Uncle Bubba. You are the funniest person I know. I love you with all, and thanks for making my world brighter. Mimi and Zeta, you are both so amazing. I enjoy spending time with you and going on adventures with you. I'm so thankful that you moved here so we can spend more time together and make many memories. I love you both. Mama and Papa, thank you for always helping me and encouraging me to be a responsible and a good person. I love your advice and talking sports with you and spending time together. I love you. Jaden, you're an amazing big brother, and by big, I mean tall. You make me laugh every day, and I know, even when we have our disagreements, you're always there for me. Keep playing awesome music. Lily, I appreciate your love of sports and art. Sometimes sports people don't love art, but you are you. You are talented at bringing your imagination and creativity in the world. You are a model for facing difficult challenges head on. Finally, Mom and Dad, I had difficulty in writing about my gratitude for the two of you. It's not because there isn't much to say, rather it's because there's so much to say, and words don't happen my appreciation, gratitude, and the love of both of you. You are superheroes. I can speak all the things that you juggle, how you handle stress, the awesome memories that you have helped me to make, and so much more. But if I'm really being honest, what I'm most thankful for is that you gave me a home, adopted me and saved from the situation I was in, and gave me an awesome family. You have always cared for me, supported me, and encouraged me. I'm extremely grateful for the love of both of you, so much. Mom and Dad, please join me on the bema.
You good? You start. I got it. Nice. Nicholas, we thank God that you have reached this day and that we're able to be here with you. From the moment you arrived, you have had an impact on all who have gotten to know you.
As you run the race of life, may you continue to focus on your own PRs while cheering your team along the way. Now, I know you work hard to be fast, but we hope you take a moment to look around and see all those who love you, support you, and who are cheering you on and dabbing their eyes. I love that.
May your eyes shine with the light of Torah, and your face be as radiant as the brightness of the sky. May your lips speak words of wisdom and truth, and may the world you live in be the world of your dreams.
May you write your own game plan, and may you see your visions come to be. May your story touch every generation to come. These are the prayers we have for you.
May you be blessed with understanding, with wisdom, and compassion in your heart. May your heart be filled with song, and your lips sing out for justice. These are the prayers we have for you.
I ask the congregation to please rise. Let's stay right here.
Nick. Oh, I'm already tearing up. Okay, this is our chance to offer you a blessing. You, in my mind, you are still the tiniest Auslander, and in fact, you are still the tiniest Auslander. That may not be forever, but it is right now. And you have been such a blessing to your family. You have been such a blessing to this community, and it's a privilege to get to be part of your story. That Temple Bethel gets to be part of your story, that we get to be part of your growing is like the coolest thing. So thank you so much for bringing who you are to this place and enabling all of us to be a part of your story. We're going to give you a blessing that is in the center of the Torah. I'm going to offer you the blessing in Hebrew. Rabbi Knight is going to interpret that blessing and give you his own words of blessing in English. And after the English each time, you know your part, but we're going to practice. Here we go. Kain, Yehi, Ratzon. Let's put it together. Kain, Yehi, Ratzon. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Kain, Yehi, Ratzon. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's light and radiance shine upon you and be gracious to you. Ken Yehi Ratzon.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasim lecha shalom.
May God walk with you. May God support you through all of the days of your life as you live with your menschy humility and kindness. And may God bless you with shalom, with peace, and shlemut, with wholeness. Ken Yehi Ratzon. May this be God's will.
Amen.
And let's all say, Amen. We're going to continue with the words of Aleinu L'Shabeach, which are on the screen.
Aleinu L'Shabeach La'adon HaKol, La'ateit Gedula Le'yotzer Breshit, Shelo Asanu Kegoyei Ha'aratzot, Velo Samanu K'mishpechot Ha'adama, Shelo Sam Chelkeinu Kahem, V'gor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam, Va'anachnu Koreim, Umishtachavim Umodim, Lifnei Melech, Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'emar V'haya Adonai, L'melech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo echad.
Please be seated. At this time, we think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken. We think of our loved ones who died at this season in years past. We think of our loved ones whose memories are absolutely with us here and whose memories are shining down upon us and giving us light in this world. In our congregational community, we remember those who died in the last 30 days with the period of Shloshim. And remember Stephen J. August, Charlotte Dumas, Wendy Udell Rose, Robert Sparks, Joseph Pepos Taraboulis, and Joseph Pepos Taraboulis, Martin Weintraub. We mark with sympathy and sadness and memory and love the yahrzeits, the anniversaries of the deaths of W. Craig Allen, Beatrice Alpern, Hyman Auslander, Philip G. Bernstein, Ruth Binder, Irene E. Birnbaum, Maurice H. Breyer, Warren Brill, Adrian Beyer, Rose Califf, Ben Castle, Isaac Chips, Sidney Cohen, Goldie Cohen, B. Davis, Ruth Eccleston, Augusta Ellis, Maurice Ellis, Nola Feibelman, Barbara Feldman, Nathaniel Fink, Lila Flansbaum, Judith Friedman, William Givner, Bertram Goldberg, Leonard Grossman, Cynthia Ann Hyman, Charles Holtzman, Stephen Jacobs, Anita S. Calver, Molly P. Kaplan, Eileen Katz, Joseph Klein, Rose Silverman Knopf, Albert Kosov, Catherine Latour, James Levy, Richard Linderman Manis, Les MacDonald, Ilya Margolis, Adolph Molaski, Jose Niego Leon, Daniel Pepper, Luis Perlin, George Raffel, Jeffrey Rettig, Robert Ryback, Louis Rifkin, Gussie Rosker, Arlen Ruby, Hannah Sadow, Leo Seide, Millard Selden, Robert Shane, Jenny B. Shuffrow, Sid Siegel, Celia Siegel, Dorothy Kerr Small, Howard Seufer, Sophie Spolander, Bill Stiegelmeier, Peter Stein, Beatrice Stein, Doris Stolpen, Oscar Sago, Regina Newberger Valfer, Harry Louis Vatz, Seymour Weissman, Barbara Werschbale, Doris Wittes, Bernard Wind, Byron Wartz, and Edith Yam. Nicholas's family wishes to remember names that were already read on the yahrzeit list, but names that we remember particularly on this day for your family: Hyman Auslander and James Levy. I'm going to invite, if other people in our congregation have names that you're remembering this day, to say their names out loud. Remember all who died in the Shoah and the Holocaust, especially this weekend after the International Holocaust Memorial Day. Remember those who died defending our country, our first responders and servicemen and women who gave their lives for our freedoms, those who died defending the state of Israel, and particularly after this week and the terrible killings that happened there. Remember their lives. And we say the Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, as we say, Zichronam Livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing. We rise and turn to page 598. Yitzgadal vayitzkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei olamaya, v'yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitzpa'ar v'yitzramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal shemei d'kudashah barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav. ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael ve'imiru. Amen.
Nicholas, I want to invite you to bring your immediate family back up to the bima. And as you are coming up, I want to remind everyone, if you'll come right over here, to remind everyone that next weekend is Rabbi Lexi Erdheim's installation in our congregation, which we're very excited about. So please come Friday evening and Saturday morning for our special Torah study, and also Saturday evening there's going to be a special Havdalah and brewery event because it's Charlotte and why not? And of course also Purim is coming up and lots of different things happening, including our 80s dance happening coming up, and just an awesome opportunity to get involved. More information on our website. And we, of course, Kiana, do you want to say something?
No, I was just going to say, but before we say Kiddush, we sing Shehechianu.
Of course.
In gratitude for the ability to spend this time together in celebration of you, Nick. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
L'chaim. Too sweet.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom, everyone, and mazel tov.
Shabbat shalom.
Everyone, you can head also out to Levine, which is out here, and to the right.
Here's your stuff.
Thanks, everyone.
You did such. Ooh.